Hello and welcome to a special edition of Rise of the Tomb Raider, where we're going to be exploring a Croft Manor. Now, I didn't grow up with a PlayStation in the old days, so I didn't know this, but, well, at least I didn't experience this before, but apparently Croft Manor is kind of a tradition among mansion and do a whole bunch of crazy stuff in it. I think I experienced it in Legends or Legacy, something like that. Anyway, let's jump right into it and see what we can find. Gotta like the scene they're setting here, all dilapidated and it's all creepy and lightning bolts and oh, Halloween, ooh, it's gonna be good.
Final notice to Lara Croft, current tenant of premises. This is to serve as your final notice for the purposes of terminating your ownership of Croft Manor. You are required to immediately vacate and surrender possession of said manor to Atlas de Mornay, executor of estates.
Lara, it is unfortunate that you have forced my hand in this matter, but so be it. As you know, your parents appointed me executor of the estate in the event of their absence. Since your mother disappeared, her death was never technically declared. And given the circumstances surrounding your father's death, it's no surprise that he never drafted a formal last will and testament to account for this circumstance. Unfortunately, you have no legal claims to the estate. I'm willing to negotiate a modest monthly stipend from your trust, but only if you leave the manor by week's end. Don't fight me on this, Lara. Your mother wouldn't want that. Sincerely, Atlas.
There has to be a will or some kind of evidence of what happened to Mum in the manor, somewhere.
Okay, so...
Safe.
Yeah, Dad's safe. I gotta open that, apparently. So, I guess they're kicking me out of my own home. That's not good. That's no bueno at all. So, maybe we can find some answers. Maybe we can... You know what? I think this is important. Let's take a look at this.
My birthday crown. I was so proud of that thing.
Hey, let's see if there's something on the back. There might be something on the back. What is this?
That's my handwriting. My penmanship was pretty good.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna just brag about that. The treasure of the ancients. Yeah, great. Way to go, Laura. Way to go. Okay. Hey, what do we got here? No, I didn't want that. Okay, so I guess film. Okay, so let's just take a look around. You know, let's not even bother with all the documents. So we got the den here. It's got some nice busts. It's got some nice artwork, some furniture, some glowy things. Those are always good. And a map. You know, that's a good thing. So this looks like the lounge of some sort. We got a nice suit of armor over there. We got a nice boarded up fireplace, you know, as it is.
The Grand Hall. Always loved playing in here as a kid. This will be one of the first things to fix.
Okay, so I guess this is the Grand Hall, and it's... Ooh. You know, we should get that checked out. Wow. I have not been here in a while. Better call the plumber. Better call the roofer. Better call everybody. Better call Saul. Oh, look at that. Nice little coat of arms and everything like that. Ah, very nice. And...
You know the West Wing is off limits.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to see...
What's back there?
I've been through this.
There's a monster back there?
Mum's room in here.
Just stay out of there, darling.
Okay.
Dad was always so protective of the West Wing.
I wonder why. But there's some Frankenstein experiments going on back there.
What are you doing sitting there on the floor, Mistress Lara?
Looking at the compass, thinking.
What about, if I may inquire?
Just thinking about discovering faraway places, about finding adventure.
I'm sure you will, my lady. You've the soul of an explorer. But don't grow up too fast.
Okay, so after looking around a bit, that means we gotta start actually exploring things. Let's check out the safe first. Just as I expected. It's actually locked.
It's got to be in Dad's papers somewhere. Maybe in the library.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll check out the library. That's fine. Let's see what this map does.
Dad's map of the forgotten cities of northern Syria.
Oh, the forgotten. If they wrote it down, it's probably not forgotten.
He was closer than he knew to finding the Prophet's tomb.
Yeah, it's right there in that circle-y thingy. Okay. What have we got in here? You got any booze around here?
Dad's book about immortality myths might be useful in my research.
Truth Behind Myth by Lord Richard Croft. A little tattered, but good for you. How about in the other one? Any booze in there? Could really use some right now. Getting kicked out of my own home. Gonna be a hobo. An adventurous hobo. How about this diary? Is there anything useful in this diary?
I finally introduced Richard to the family. It went precisely how I imagined. I see but polite grace from mother, indifference and disinterest from father, and thinly veiled contempt from Atlas. Of course they don't approve. To them, Lord Croft is the man who took away their beloved daughter and ruined her long-standing engagement, though I was never going to marry that repugnant Earl of Farringdon anyway.
Ooh, the Earl of Farringdon.
I was being courted by a genuine lord of the realm. It just happens to be Richard Croft. In their eyes, the man who single-handedly ruined a once great family.
Ooh, juicy.
But there's nothing to be done now. Watching how Richard dealt with their subtle insults and disrespect, such grace and calm. I know he did it for me. I think I'm falling in love with this man.
Oh, Mr. Darcy knows how to charm.
Heart, but I cannot live the life she imagined for me. My time with Richard has only made this clearer.
Alright.
It must have been hard for Mum to go against her family's wishes. I'm glad she did.
Yeah, of course you are. You were born from this, so, you know, why wouldn't you be glad? Hello, Bust. How are you doing, Bust?
This is probably my grandfather, Benjamin.
I mean, look, he's got half his collar popped. He's really ahead of his time. Oh, look, another photo. Wonder if we find anything useful in this photo.
Picture with Dad and Anna.
Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, look at that. Wonder if there's anything interesting. Just, you know, turn this upside down.
Never liked wearing dresses, but the color was nice.
Yeah, I guess so, from this angle. Okay. What else we got here? Is there any, recording? Let's check out that recording.
Well, this is a hell of a thing. I met someone tonight quite unexpectedly. But it shouldn't have been, it seems. I've been so buried in my work, so distracted by my latest revelations, I never bothered to notice my surroundings. But there she was, sitting at my table in the library. Her name is Amelia. And apparently she's been studying right next to me. Art history, of all things. I shared some of my research against my better judgment, but I wanted to see how she would respond. And she did not disappoint. I felt as if I was suddenly engaged in a mental game of chess, moving and counter-moving in argument. At one point, that poor old librarian had to shush us as if we were children.
Oh,
I feel so
isn't that
foolish
cute?
for not having noticed her earlier. She's a brilliant woman who's challenged my ideas for the first time in memory. In truth, I don't know if she's feeling as exhilarated as I am right now, but I dare say our conversation was mutually stimulating. For the first time in a long time, I find myself thinking about something else besides my research. I hope she returns for another round tomorrow.
Oh, doesn't he look all and sound all
My
excited?
parents made a good team, challenging each other from the start.
Aw, isn't that cute? We got another picture over here, though. Let's see what it is.
Dad would have liked me to go to Oxford, but I insisted on UCL. Yep, looks real. Roth once offered to forge me a fake diploma to show Dad.
Why? Oh, okay. Well, that's enough reminiscing in this room, I think. Wonder if he's got anything interesting. No, that's just a light. I thought it was a globe. Dang, I was hoping for a bar globe. What's in here? Better be booze this time. Might be booze.
One of Dad's
Aw.
Yoruba masks. A gift from a friend he met on an expedition in Nigeria.
Wait, there might still be booze in here. There's no booze. Okay, well, I guess we'll check out the hall now.
This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad. It shows a path to the library through the servants' passages.
Ah, okay, so... okay, so there's a door that we can take just off of this passage that goes through a whole bunch of maze-like... Yeah, okay. I think we can swing that. Servants' passages, huh?
Wait, I
Oh,
can get
there
to
it
the
is.
library through the old servants' corridor.
Wow, okay. Wow. First of all, what's in here? What's in here?
Dad's artifacts from the Nile Valley. I always loved looking at these.
Okay, well,
Dad
now you're gonna
became
take 'em.
interested in immortality myths after his expeditions to Egypt.
Good for him. That looks like solid gold. That is impressive. I don't know why it's been in here all this time. Probably should have pawned that long ago. Probably could have used the money, Laura.
Too dark. Going to need a flashlight.
Really? You always have a ton of glow sticks on you, and now... So here we are in what I assume is my temporary room, since I've got the couch made up and my laptop out here, and my rucksack over there. Oh look, some more pages.
Lara, I've reviewed the report from your therapist. I have to say I was surprised to see a clean bill of health. I somehow doubt you've so easily abandoned your irrational claims. Indeed, where have you been the past few weeks? My secretary discovered that you booked a flight to Turkey on the 20th. You can't have been simply sightseeing, as your customs claims suggest. I know you're up to something, and I'll be damned if I let you use the Croft assets to indulge the same obsession that led to my sister's death. It's not too late to relinquish your claims on the Manor voluntarily. If you refuse, I will find a way to cut you off. Sincerely, Atlas.
Yeah, sincerely an asshole, Atlas. Hello, Mr. Knight. Let me translate you, Mr. Knight.
Well, hello there, Sir Lancelot.
Ooh.
Don't worry, I won't be boring your sword this time.
Oh, got a little thing for Lancelot, do you? Hey, what are you looking at the window? Never mind.
A phoenix figurine. I bet this appealed to Dad's idea of immortality, of rising from the ashes and being born anew.
Wow. You know, I think Laura's father may have had a thing about life and death after his wife disappeared. That sounds about on the money. Ooh, that's probably why I fell in with what's their faces. I don't even remember. They're so forgettable. Trinity? Might have been Trinity. Hello, what we got here?
This belongs to Anna. Most of her belongings are in the guest house. What was she doing in here?
Probably skulking around, you know, as they are wont to do. Wait, what is this?
Someone has a sense of humor.
Yeah, it didn't work out for her. Hello, Trunk. How are you doing, Trunk? Have you got secrets inside of you? Oh, really? Really? I need the master key for our frickin' trunk. Just get a crowbar. Worked for Gordon Freeman. Good work for you, Laura. Think about it. Hello, Journal.
Lara, since your return from your expedition to Yamatai, I've grown increasingly alarmed at your erratic behavior. I can only assume you suffered some kind of psychological trauma and are only acting out as a call for help. I want you to know that I hear you, loud and clear. Anna and I agree that it's time for you to be evaluated by a professional. I took the liberty of arranging an introduction to a highly qualified colleague of mine. You should be receiving the details in the post soon. I want to impress upon you the importance of this, Lara. As executor of the estate, it is my duty to see that it is left in capable hands. And if I may be blunt, you're acting like your father when he was at his worst. He nearly lost the manor himself in those days. I'd hate for you to repeat his mistakes. I encourage you to embrace the help I'm offering. Sincerely, your uncle.
Yeah. Seems like everybody's worried about my proper nature here. What do we got here?
Hey, Jonah. Sorry for not getting back to you sooner. I've decided to do some research at the manor. A lot has happened, and I need some time to think about what I want to do next. This old place is filled with memories and secrets. Uncle Atlas has tried to keep me out of here for so long, I don't even know if I want to keep it. But after everything that's happened, maybe I can find out what it still means to me. If it's worth fighting him for. I'll let you know how things worked out when I'm back in London.
Man, you compress that enough? Because you sound terrible on that. And also, why am I not using my cell phone for a flashlight? This is 2016. We should be able to use that as a flashlight instead of having to actually find a flashlight. What do we got in here? Better be a flashlight.
Got to remember to pack this for my next trip.
Yeah, you won't. Good thing I got a flashlight, though. I'll just clip that on my belt.
Should be able to explore the dark now.
Oh, now you can explore the dark. Hello, journal.
The offer came in the post last week, and I still haven't told Richard. He flew ahead to Tibet, where I will meet him shortly. I never told him I was submitting my work. Never thought there was a chance of being accepted. Oh, but a gallery tour is not something I can pass up. The show will take me away from England for over a year. I'll begin in New York and travel across the United States and... oh, God! I'm giddy even writing these words. When Richard and I were married, I was prepared to relegate my painting to a hobby. But it was Richard who objected, who gave me my atelier and studio. Without that support, I might still be painting boring landscapes. Now I can't shake the foolish sensation that leaving would be a betrayal. He will laugh at that and insist I accept, even though I know it will break his heart to be apart. He never once asked me to sacrifice any part of my life for his. I have, of course, in 1,000 small ways over the years, but he would never ask. The discussion can wait, and I will join him in Tibet. I won't cast a shadow over his find. I will be by his side in his triumph, as I know he will stand by my side, in time.
Ooh, mixed emotions on that. I mean, here she is, fulfilling some of her dreams, and she can't bring herself to break his heart. That's terrible. Alright, so now we're ready to explore this dark passage, but we will continue that in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching, and remember to keep gaming.